Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and thought, why don't I see my smile first anymore? Why is my waistline the only thing I notice? That feeling is more common than you think. So many women over 60 have told me they feel almost invisible. Clothes that once gave them confidence now seem to highlight the very spot they wish they could hide. Instead of feeling elegant, they just notice how other people's eyes linger on their stomach. But let me ask you this. Is the problem really your body? Or is it simply the clothes you've been choosing? Time may change our shape, but it can never take away our poise, our presence, or the beauty that is uniquely ours. I'll never forget my Aunt Margaret, who's 66. She used to dread going to parties because she felt like her belly showed in everything she wore. To cover up, she reached for oversized tops, but those only made her look heavier and more shapeless. One day, I suggested she try layering, a long-line blazer paired with dark bootcut pants. When she walked into the room, there was this moment of silence, and then the compliments poured in. "You look so chic, so full of life." She smiled and whispered to me, "For the first time in years, I actually felt present at a party." And that, ladies, is exactly why I want you to stay with me through this video. I'm going to share 10 practical, easy-to-apply styling tips designed specifically for women over 60 with fuller waistlines. This isn't about hiding. This isn't about giving up. This is about embracing who you are right now, honoring your shape, and using fashion as a tool to feel absolutely amazing in your own skin. And trust me, the very first tip may surprise you. Tip 1. French tuck instead of tucking in your whole shirt. The mistake most women make is trying to either hide completely or reveal too much. When women over 60 look in the mirror, they often feel stuck between two choices: tucking in the entire shirt, hoping it will create a cleaner line, or leaving the blouse completely untucked to cover the stomach. But both of these approaches actually work against you. A fully tucked shirt tends to highlight the belly, while a loose, hanging top makes your frame look boxy and bulky. The elegant solution is the French tuck, tucking in just a small portion of the front while letting the rest drape naturally. This creates shape without squeezing, gives you a polished yet relaxed look, and draws the eye downward in a vertical line without focusing on the waistline. It's the kind of styling trick that says you're effortlessly put together without trying too hard. I remember Mary, 64, getting ready for her daughter's birthday party. She wore a turquoise floral blouse that fell long over her hips. She told me she left it untucked to be safe, to cover her stomach. But when she looked in the mirror, even she admitted the blouse was swallowing her figure. I suggested she try the French tuck. She hesitated, but gave it a shot, tucking just the front while leaving the sides and back loose. The transformation was immediate. Everyone at the party said she looked more polished, slimmer, and youthful. Mary laughed and told me, "I can't believe one tiny tweak made me feel like a whole new person." Ask yourself, is the shirt you're wearing today making you look more elegant, or is it making you look bigger than you are? Sometimes the difference is as simple as how you tuck it in. And the best part? The French tuck doesn't require new clothes. It works with what you already own. Try it with a crisp button-down, a soft blouse, even a lightweight sweater. Pair it with dark jeans for a casual but chic look, or with straight-leg trousers for a polished, sophisticated outfit. Add a long necklace or a light scarf, and suddenly the attention shifts upward toward your face instead of your midsection. The French tuck isn't about hiding. It's about balance. The tucked-in front creates definition, while the draped back cleverly skims over the stomach and makes your legs look longer. It gives you confidence without restriction, comfort without sacrificing style. So next time you're debating between tucking everything in or leaving it all out, try this third option. It's one small detail that can deliver a surprisingly big impact. And before we move on to the next tip, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss more style secrets designed just for you. Tip 2. Shapewear and high-waist underwear. Here's the secret most women overlook when it comes to style. It's not always about the dress or the blouse. It's about the foundation. We focus so much on the pretty new outfit we just bought, but we forget that what sits closest to the body is what truly shapes how polished and elegant we look. I can't tell you how many women over 60 have told me, I've tried everything, different dresses, different tops, but no matter what I wear, my stomach always shows. The truth is, the problem usually isn't the dress, it's the foundation underneath. The common mistake? Choosing flimsy, low-rise, or overly tight underwear. These create lines, bulges, and emphasize exactly what you're trying to minimize. Even in a beautiful, expensive dress, the wrong undergarments can sabotage the entire look, leaving you frustrated and less confident. But the solution is much simpler than you think. Invest in high-waist underwear or lightweight shapewear. A well-made high-waist brief will gently smooth your midsection, creating a seamless canvas for everything you layer on top. If you want extra assurance, try a thin shaping short or bodysuit. The key is not to squeeze yourself uncomfortably, but to create a smooth, supportive base that feels natural and allows your clothes to flow beautifully. I'll never forget one of my longtime clients. She had picked out a gorgeous navy A-line dress, but when she tried it on, her lower belly seemed to show through, and she sighed. Maybe this cut just isn't for me. Instead of giving up on the dress, I asked her to simply swap her old underwear for a new pair of high-waist briefs. The change was instant. She looked in the mirror, her eyes lit up, and she said, "Oh my gosh, it's completely different. I never imagined just changing my underwear could make a dress look this good." In that moment, she went from feeling insecure to walking with ease, radiating confidence in the dress she loved. Ask yourself, what foundation are you building your style on? Is it a loose, unsupportive base that leaves you worrying all day? Or a strong, smooth layer that lets every outfit work with you instead of against you? Just like you can't build a beautiful house on a weak foundation, you can't truly shine in your clothes without the right base. Investing in shapewear and high-waist underwear isn't about changing your body. It's about letting your clothes do their job, so you can enjoy how they look and how they make you feel. Because when you know you've taken care of what's underneath, you step out into the world with confidence. And that confidence, more than any expensive dress, is what makes you look vibrant and unforgettable. Tip 3. Semi-fitted dresses. Instead of too tight or too loose, many women believe there are only two ways to deal with a fuller waist. Either squeeze into a body-hugging dress to force curves, or drown themselves in a shapeless dress to hide everything. But both of those choices backfire. A tight dress puts your stomach on display, making it the star of the show when you don't want it to be. On the other hand, an oversized dress swallows your frame, adds years, and takes away all sense of elegance. The solution lies in the middle ground, the semi-fitted dress. This style gently follows the lines of your shoulders and bust, then releases into a soft flare from just under the bust or higher waist. That gentle in-between fit creates balance. It suggests femininity without clinging, while still camouflaging the midsection gracefully. Semi-fitted dresses also have movement. With every step, the fabric flows lightly, bringing ease, grace, and a touch of youthfulness. I think of Linda, 67, who once told me she had given up on dresses completely. She believed her age and her figure made dresses impossible. Fitted styles clung to her belly, while loose ones made her feel frumpy. But during a shopping trip, I encouraged her to try a blush pink semi-fitted dress in soft crepe with a subtle A-line shape. At first, she hesitated, but when she stepped out of the fitting room and saw herself in the mirror, her eyes lit up. "I feel 10 years younger." For the first time in years, she chose a dress for her granddaughter's wedding, and she walked in it with pride she hadn't felt in a long time. Does your dress flow with you or fight against you? The right semi-fitted style is the bridge between too tight and too loose, creating harmony instead of tension. For the best results, pay attention to fabric. Materials with a soft drape, like crepe, chiffon, or cotton with a touch of elastane, will hold shape while adding fluidity. Avoid oversized prints which can overwhelm the figure, and instead choose smaller patterns, subtle florals, or solid neutral tones. Add accessories like a necklace or standout earrings, and suddenly the focus shifts upward to your face and shoulders instead of your waistline. A semi-fitted dress not only makes you look more polished, it sends a message. At any age, you deserve to dress beautifully and enjoy the feminine joy of wearing a dress. It's not just about clothing, it's about how you choose to partner with your body, not fight against it. And once you've embraced this silhouette, you'll be ready for the next game-changing piece, the right pair of pants, chosen with intention, that can completely transform how your waistline appears. Tip 4. Dark straight-leg jeans or trousers. If there's one piece that can completely change how your body looks and feels, it's your pants. Unfortunately, so many women unknowingly pick the wrong ones. Light-colored pants or super skinny fits might seem modern and sleek, but in reality, they often work against you. They draw attention straight to the midsection, make your legs look smaller compared to your upper body, and throw off your proportions. Instead of looking youthful and fresh, you can end up looking heavier and less polished. This mistake usually comes from chasing trends. Skinny jeans may flatter a 20-year-old, but once your body changes in your 60s, that snug fabric starts highlighting everything you'd rather keep under wraps. Light shades, like white, pale beige, or pastel tones, only make things worse by reflecting light and making the stomach and hips more noticeable. That's where dark, straight-leg pants come in to do the work for you. The clean line from hip to ankle creates one continuous vertical shape, instantly making your legs look longer and leaner. Dark shades like black, navy, charcoal, or deep indigo slim the midsection visually while adding elegance and sophistication. I think of a friend of mine, age 65, who used to swear by light-wash skinny jeans. She believed they kept her looking young, but she often complained that in family photos she looked heavier than she really was. One day, I suggested she try dark, straight-leg jeans in a medium-weight denim. She paired them with a simple white button-down, and when she stepped out, the difference was striking. Everyone commented on how tall and polished she looked. She laughed and said, "I can't believe changing one pair of pants made me look this different. Does your pant leg create a clean, long line, or cut you off halfway?" The answer is almost always found in a straight leg silhouette in a darker shade. For the best results, choose fabrics that hold their shape but still feel comfortable, like cotton with a touch of elastane or medium-weight denim. A mid to high rise is also a smart choice, smoothing the lower stomach while visually lengthening the legs. Pair them with pointed toe shoes or footwear in the same color as your pants, and you'll enhance the elongating effect even more. A dark straight-leg jean is not only flattering, it's incredibly versatile. You can dress it down with a tee for a casual stroll, or dress it up with a blazer for a chic dinner look. That versatility makes it one of the smartest investments any woman over 60 can make. Sometimes fashion isn't complicated at all. Just one smart cut and one smart color can bring instant balance, confidence, and style. And once your pants are doing their job, it's time to focus on the next factor that can change everything: the length and finish of the blouse you choose. Tip 5. Blouses with a soft hem hitting just below the hip. One overlooked detail that can completely change your look is where your top ends. Something as simple as hem length can make or break an outfit. If your blouse stops right at the stomach, the very area you feel most self-conscious about, it instantly makes your midsection the focal point. On the other hand, if the blouse is too long, hanging down past your thighs, it swallows your shape and makes you look heavier than you actually are. Both extremes age you and take away elegance. The answer lies in balance. A blouse with a soft curved hem, maybe a side slit for extra drape, and most importantly, a length that falls just below the hip. This style covers the midsection without overwhelming the body. It creates a longer, leaner line and moves gracefully when you walk. Soft, feminine, effortless. I think of Susan, 62, who once told me every blouse she owned made her look older. Her closet was full of tops that either cut right across her belly or hung far too long. I suggested she try an ivory blouse with a curved hem, just 2 inches longer than what she usually wore. When she looked in the mirror, she laughed out loud. "I can't believe just a couple inches could make me look this much younger," she said. That tiny adjustment made her look sharper, slimmer, and instantly more vibrant. Have you ever noticed where your blouse actually ends? Does it cut off at the widest part of your body, or drop just low enough to create balance? Sometimes shifting that hemline even slightly can change the entire way people see you. Fabric matters too. Flowy materials like chiffon, crepe, or silk blends allow the blouse to drape softly, skimming without clinging. Stiff fabrics, by contrast, can make you look boxy and stiff. Pair a curved hem blouse with straight leg pants or an A-line skirt, and you'll be surprised how much taller and sleeker you appear. Fashion often comes down to small refinements. When your blouse ends in the right place, it doesn't just change how others see you, it changes how you see yourself. And once you've mastered the golden length of a blouse, you'll be ready for the next secret, learning how to pull the eye upward to your face and shoulders, where your confidence and spirit always shine brightest. Tip 6. Necklines and shoulder details. Sometimes the quickest way to take attention off your stomach isn't to cover it, it's to guide people's eyes upward, toward your face and your smile. One of the most common mistakes women make is choosing tops with necklines that are too high or designs that add too much detail around the waist. A high, closed neckline can make the upper body look heavy, while ruffles, seams, or embellishments around the midsection only draw more attention to the very spot you'd like to downplay. The result? An outfit that feels bulky and far less graceful than you intended. Instead, try open necklines like a V-neck or a soft scoop neck. These cuts visually lengthen the neck, brighten the face, and bring balance to your frame. When the eye is naturally pulled upward, the midsection fades into the background. Add in a few thoughtful shoulder or sleeve details, like a gentle puff, soft pleats, or subtle tailoring, and suddenly your silhouette looks more feminine, elegant, and polished. I'll never forget a high school reunion where a friend of mine wore a bold red blouse with a perfectly cut V-neck. She'd always been hesitant about wearing anything too eye-catching because of her fuller figure. But that night, every eye in the room was drawn to her radiant smile and glowing face. Not one person was focused on her stomach. Instead, the compliments poured in. "You look so young, so confident, so vibrant." That's the power of a neckline. What's the very first thing people notice about you? Your waistline or your smile? With just a small shift in neckline, the answer can change entirely. To enhance the effect, add a delicate necklace, a long pendant, or a pair of light-catching earrings. These subtle accessories continue to draw the eye upward. On the flip side, steer clear of chunky chokers or stiff short necklaces that can make your overall look feel heavy. You don't need to overhaul your entire wardrobe. Start with just a few blouses that feature open necklines and subtle shoulder details, and you'll notice the difference immediately. A small change at the neckline can transform you into a fresher, more youthful, more confident version of yourself. And once you've mastered the art of guiding the eye upward, you'll be ready for the next secret, using patterns wisely to make your midsection practically disappear. Tip 7. Skip the full tuck and choose diagonal patterns. Patterns can be your best friend or your worst enemy. The right print can make you look slimmer and more youthful, but the wrong one can betray you, magnifying your midsection and making it the first thing people notice. Have you ever slipped on a blouse with big flowers or wide horizontal stripes, only to glance in the mirror and think, "Why do I suddenly look heavier?" That's the double-edged power of patterns, but the good news is you can control it. The mistake most women make is choosing large prints or horizontal lines. Wide stripes pull the eye across, while oversized florals put a spotlight on the belly area, making the whole frame look wider than it is. Add to that the habit of tucking in the entire blouse, hoping it'll look neat, and what happens? Instead of looking polished, the tuck actually makes the stomach more noticeable. The fix is simple. Choose smaller, more delicate patterns, especially diagonal or vertical lines. These designs guide the eye downward, creating length and flow so your body looks taller and leaner. And instead of a full tuck, try a half tuck, the French tuck. Just slip in the front hem of your blouse, leaving the sides and back loose. This creates a sense of structure without looking stiff, and it cleverly skims over the waistline. I'll never forget meeting a mother of 3 who had always hidden herself in oversized tops. That day, she wore a soft blue and white blouse with diagonal stripes, half tucked in front. When she walked into a family gathering, people literally gasped. Compliments poured in. "You look slimmer. but still so stylish. She told me later, "It's the first time in years I felt this confident, all from one blouse and a tiny styling trick. Where do the patterns on your clothes lead the eye? Do they stop at your stomach, or do they guide attention up and down your frame? And how do you tuck your blouse? Fully in, or just enough to strike that perfect balance?" These small choices may seem insignificant, but they can transform your entire look. Fashion isn't always about buying more, it's about wearing smarter. With the right pattern and a clever half tuck, you can turn an ordinary outfit into your secret weapon, one that makes you look polished, youthful, and confident. And once you master this trick, you'll be ready for the next powerful tool, layering, the art of using long cardigans and blazers to make your midsection almost disappear from first glance. Tip 8. Layering with long cardigans or blazers. Sometimes the quickest way to transform your entire shape is as simple as choosing the right outer layer. Too often, women over 60 reach for short cardigans or cropped blazers that hit right at the waist. What they don't realize is that these pieces cut the body in half, drawing a hard line across the midsection and making the belly the main attraction. The solution? Go long. A lightweight cardigan that falls past the hips, or a soft, straight-cut blazer worn open in the front, instantly creates two vertical lines. Those clean lines frame your body, guide the eye up and down, and make you look taller and leaner without trying. It's one of the easiest tricks in the book, but the payoff is huge. You're not hiding, you're streamlining. I'll never forget a client who once told me she felt boxy in everything she wore. That day, I handed her a simple long-line cardigan in a soft knit. She slipped it on, looked in the mirror, and whispered with a smile, "I finally feel taller." It was a small shift, but the difference was dramatic. Instead of looking square and cut off, she suddenly looked confident, elongated, and elegant. What are your layers doing for you? Are they cutting your body in half, or are they creating vertical lines that slim and lengthen? The answer is almost always in the cut and the length. For best results, go for cardigans in lightweight fabrics like thin knits or cotton blends that move easily with you. With blazers, skip the stiff, boxy cuts of the past and choose soft tailoring instead, something that skims the frame and can be worn open, or buttoned just once for shape. If you want to take it up a notch, wear a monochrome outfit underneath. Picture navy pants with a matching navy blouse, then a light gray blazer over it. The solid color underneath elongates your frame, while the open blazer creates vertical structure on the outside. And don't forget warm weather alternatives. Dusters or kimonos can deliver the same sleek effect without adding weight. Layering isn't just about staying warm, it's an art form. When done right, it gives you control over your silhouette, helping you look taller, slimmer, and more polished in every setting. Master this trick, and you'll be ready for the next secret weapon, using color and patterns strategically to control the eye and keep your midsection from ever stealing the spotlight. Tip 9. Wide leg or bootcut pants. Balance is the hidden key to elegance. Balance truly is the quiet secret behind looking polished, yet it's the one thing so many women overlook when choosing pants. Too often, women stick to skinny cuts, believing they look modern and streamlined. In reality, those tight silhouettes often do the opposite. They highlight the belly, make the upper body appear heavier compared to narrow legs, and throw your proportions completely off. The solution lies in styles that restore harmony. Wide leg and bootcut pants. With a subtle flare from the knee down, they balance out the figure so the waistline no longer dominates the look. Choose darker shades like black, navy, or charcoal in fabrics with a soft drape, and the slimming effect becomes even more noticeable. These pants don't just disguise the midsection. They also create the illusion of longer legs, adding sophistication with zero effort. I'll never forget Evelyn, 65, who always wore skinnies because she thought tighter meant neater. One day, she tried on a pair of dark bootcut pants. The moment she stepped out of the fitting room, her daughter lit up and said, "Mom, you look so chic." Evelyn laughed and admitted she never believed one pair of pants could change her entire image so dramatically. Are the pants you're wearing balancing your frame, or making your top half look heavier? Sometimes the answer has nothing to do with losing weight and everything to do with choosing the right cut. For the best results, go with fabrics that drape softly, so the pants fall naturally. Avoid stiff materials that can make the shape look bulky. Pair them with pointed toe shoes or a low heel to maximize that leg lengthening effect. Even sleek sneakers in a neutral color can work. Just keep the overall look streamlined for balance. A wide leg or bootcut pant doesn't just change your proportions, it sends a message. I know how to create balance, and that's where elegance comes from. And once you've found this ally in your wardrobe, you'll be ready for the final habit that ties it all together, checking your full-length reflection before heading out the door, a small step that can turn any outfit into a polished statement. Tip 10. A-line skirts and clever jumpsuits. So many women over 60 shy away from dresses or jumpsuits because they're afraid these pieces will highlight their stomach or make them look heavier. But the truth is, that fear usually comes from choosing the wrong cut. Body-hugging dresses cling to the waist and reveal every line, while tight jumpsuits can feel unforgiving. One misplaced seam, and suddenly all eyes are on your midsection. But that doesn't mean you have to give them up. The solution is to choose these styles more wisely. The A-line skirt is a timeless answer. Fitted at the top, then gently flaring out from the waist, it balances the body and skims right over the stomach. For jumpsuits, look for wrap styles with diagonal cuts and soft, drapey fabrics. These pieces flatter your shape while giving you freedom to move, flowing with you instead of against you. I think of a woman I met, age 60, attending her best friend's wedding. She wore a navy wrap jumpsuit in a fluid fabric, and the moment she stepped into the room, every head turned. But it wasn't her stomach people noticed. It was her confidence. Compliments followed her all night. "You look so youthful, so elegant." She later told me it was the first time in years she'd felt comfortable in a jumpsuit, and it completely changed the way she saw herself. Does your outfit move with you? Or does it keep you stuck thinking only about what you're trying to hide? An A-line skirt or a wrap jumpsuit can shift that focus entirely. They smooth, they flatter, they bring balance, but most importantly, they give you back your confidence. And confidence, more than any expensive label, is what makes you look radiant at any age. So ladies, let's take a quick moment to remember what we've covered. The power of choosing the right blouse length, because just a few extra centimeters can change your whole frame. The magic of drawing eyes upward with necklines and details that highlight your face. The elegance of layering with long cardigans or blazers to create graceful vertical lines. And of course, the balance you can achieve with the right pants or skirts, giving your body harmony instead of heaviness. But here's the real takeaway. Style after 60 is not about erasing time. It's about dressing for the life you've earned and the confidence you already own. Every piece you choose is not just fabric. It's a reflection of your journey, your joy, and your strength. So, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these ideas will you try first? Share your own tips and experiences in the comments, because your voice might just inspire another woman watching this video. And if you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us in spreading the spirit of elegance at every age. Because at the end of the day, ladies, your story, not your waistline, is what makes you truly unforgettable.